All right, hello and welcome to another video. My name is Xavier and welcome to my channel. In this video, I want to talk about productivity. And for me, productivity is really comprised of time management, organization, and execution. And there are a lot of elements that go into it. And this is not going to really be teaching you how to be managing your time. I'm just going to talk about what I'm doing in the way of being more productive and just the practice. So my whole goal is to practice executing on a high level consistently so that I can manage my own business, manage my own family affairs, and just keep up with things so that I don't get overwhelmed by a lot of last minute deadlines or just backed up items that I haven't really taken care of. And that's for, again, my personal life or a business that I may want to run. With that said, I want to talk to you first about a couple of tools that I'm going to be using. So the first tool I'm going to be using is called Trello. And Trello is essentially a project management kind of collaborative application. And it works really well to track what it is you're doing throughout the day on a project, tracking for a goal, whatever it is, you can use it. It's free. There are some paid versions, but you can definitely use the free version and it'll definitely work to your advantage. I highly recommend it. And it is available on desktop, laptop, mobile. You can use it wherever you want to go. And you can also integrate it with your regular email calendars, things like that, to be more efficient. But again, I like it because it creates little boards for you. And then you can use those boards to track like, hey, here's my next actions list. If you know about next actions list, that actually comes from Getting Things Done by David Allen. You can track a to-do list, a doing list, and a done list, so you can see everything you've knocked out. And on its own, it works really well. You can set your own deadlines. You can create a card or a task and then create check off items within the task so you can see how complete you are. Just all kind of cool features. So definitely suggest you use that. Now, what I'm going to be doing in addition to that tool is I'm going to be using what's called the Pomello app. And Pomelo is basically like a citrus fruit, I believe. And it basically, it's a timer. And the timer is based off of a technique for studying and focus and concentration called the Pomodoro technique. Basically, the Pomodoro technique is you're setting aside any amount of time, generally starting, the lowest end would be about 20 minutes. And you're starting to work on a task for that amount of time. So you set your timer for 20 minutes. And during those 20 minutes, you work undisturbed completely on whatever it is you want to work on. So in my case, it'll be stuff around this YouTube channel, but you're working on it without any interruption for that time straight. And then you may take like a 5-minute break or a 10-minute break or a 15-minute break. And then once that break time is over, you resume your work. So it's just a way of keeping you focused. You're not going to get distracted. You're not trying to mix a bunch of things. You're focusing on one task, working to get that done within that time frame, and then moving on to the next task. So that's essentially it. And again, the Pomello app, it integrates really well with the Trello board. And so what you can do is you'll see every time you complete one Pomodoro, or if you complete your task before the Pomodoro timer ends, it'll kind of tell you, like there'll be a little tomato symbol on your Trello board with basically how quickly you finish that task. So that's it right there. Now, in terms of time management, I'm looking to really have a very strict schedule, and primarily this schedule is mostly the morning schedule. So I'm going to be getting up pretty early in the morning. I always have been an early riser, and I'm not doing it to just stress myself out or anything, but I'm just, getting up early and then making a priority to get as many tasks as I can first thing in the morning, because I'm the most energized, and it's just the time, again, that I can be the most productive. So working in the morning to get as much done as I can before I start work, and then maybe getting some additional work done during the lunchtime break. But you'll be surprised what you can get done, in an hour and 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever. But it just takes commitment to that work. And that's what I've been doing for a number of years in terms of planning and organizing my schedule. So again, the bulk of my day and the bulk of the tasks I need to get done happen before I even start work. And that way, the later on that the day gets, I'm not as prone to get blindsided by things that I couldn't have accounted for. My wife may need me to run a quick errand for. There might be, I don't know, an electrician has to stop by. Power outages may happen. Whatever the case may be, I don't want to be stuck trying to navigate that and pushing back my time even more. I like to get to bed at a certain time. So I have a morning routine, I have a night routine, and those things will kind of help keep me on par and on track. So routines, again, I kind of skipped ahead, but the routines are very, very important. So make sure that, you have one in place. I make sure that I have one in place so that way I can follow it, check off the boxes, and then just keep it pushing. And then if I'm adding something new to it, just indicate that. And that way I'm on task. So yeah, this is not intended to be a very long video, but again, productivity is really important. And for me, it's going to really help me be successful with 2 of my 3 additional critical tasks for the Live Hard program. And the 2 that I'm going to be focusing on in the way of productivity is going to be recording videos. So having all my camera and gear ready. So when I record the videos, and then also editing and publishing those videos for social media. So for YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. So those are the things that I just have to kind of practice. Practice makes perfect. And that's the reason why I'm going into this, because YouTube is the first business that I'm managing for myself. And then so on and so forth. Later on down the road, I'll be managing other businesses as well. And I just want to be able to trust myself to execute. That's really the main goal. So again, thank you for your support. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. There's going to be daily content, especially for these next 90 days upcoming. And there'll be a lot of it. So you'll see the exciting clips and the edited stuff, but then you also see just the raw work, in terms of my workouts and other things. So definitely check it out. Looking forward to more engagement. And, if you think someone else can benefit from seeing this, go ahead and share with them. I'm not here to preach. I'm just here to demonstrate. So have a good one. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.